Ivanka Trump thought she could prove her brains with an IQ challenge, but 31 seconds later, Jasmine Crockett left her speechless, humiliated, and trending worldwide. Watch how it all went down. What just happened between Ivanka Trump and Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett might be one of the most shocking political showdowns in recent history. It began as a bold move from Ivanka, confident in her polished image, challenging Crockett to an IQ test to silence one of the most fearless critics in Washington.
Real people are hired to do real work. Vision becomes reality.
But in just 31 seconds, the tables flipped completely. Ivanka was left speechless, red-faced, and humiliated. Witnesses described it as watching a car crash in slow motion. Crockett's quick wit and precise argument dismantled Ivanka before anyone could even react.
I decided that I wanted to exercise my right to free speech, which I am not abridged from doing. That she then wanted to politicize something that should not be politicized.
Internet exploded, calling it the shortest IQ test in history. Memes, clips, and reactions flooded social media.
Working in the White House, because when you work there, people need you to know what the fuck you're doing when you float your $500 billion child care plan.
While political insiders whispered that Ivanka's gamble had spectacularly backfired. This wasn't just about intelligence. It was a test of reputation, respect, and raw intellect under pressure. Ivanka had built a decades-long brand of poise and sophistication, stepping into the political world as the calm, polished face of Trumpism.
And she would call me and she would say, "Daddy, you don't understand. You must do this. And I said, "All right."
Crockett, on the other hand, is fearless, sharp-tongued, and unflinching, a thorn in the side of Trump allies.
Greenland. Why we fighting with Greenland? We fighting with Canada. We fighting with Mexico. Yet we in love with Putin. What is happening? Like, this is not America. This is a terrible nightmare.
The tension had been building for months. Crockett had publicly mocked Ivanka's claim to policy expertise, exposing how much of her influence came from her family. Privately, Ivanka reportedly fumed, calling Crockett unhinged, while Crockett embraced the label in interviews, saying defending democracy doesn't make you crazy. Fast forward to a closed-door policy panel.
No-win situation when you're walking in with someone who has decided that he is going to align himself with a dictating thug.
Ivanka, frustrated, snapped, "Maybe we should settle this with an IQ test," assuming Crockett would stumble. But Crockett leaned in, unshaken, and fired back instantly. "An IQ test? Honey, I don't need a test to prove what everyone in this room already knows. I've outsmarted your daddy's lawyers and